a relationship with my web designer who was a partner of mine, and we went our separate ways. And then 2 days later, I get invited on one TV show for September. Another day later, I get invited on another TV show. And then the third day, this guy from MTV contacts me, and he wants to do a TV series, reality show, and Ascension Energy program. Go figure. Things just start happening very fast and furious, and they come almost like in complete form. They just drop in your lap. So it kind of breaks away from that linear thought process.
It's like Denise said. Denise says, I don't know what's happening, but it's happening. This is what you're saying, Kevin. You don't have to think about this. In fact, you're wasting your time to think about it. It happens serendipitously. You just let it happen. Don't. Somebody was asking me the other day, okay, well, I'm on the energy program. What do I do? I said, take a walk. You don't do anything. Don't do anything egoic. Anything you do to try to do something just gets in the way of what's happening naturally. Your egoics just get in the way of the blessings that are coming into you. You need to get out of the way and just let it happen. And when you do that, it happens very quickly and very naturally without any kind of stress whatsoever. This guy called me tonight. He says, he says, it's funny. It used to be that he has this girl he's got this thing for where he works. And he says, it used to be I would go in and put myself forward when it wasn't really timely. If I was trying to meet a woman and it would be the wrong time and it wasn't ready. He says, now I just sit back and let the thing happen. At the right time in the right place, there's an exchange of words. There's a finding out whether it's real or whether it's not real. And if it's not real, there's nothing emotional or egoic expended. You don't have to sit there and wring your hands about rejection or some stupid thing like that. Whether it's a job, whether it's a woman, whatever it is, it happens naturally if you just get out of the way. And what Kevin has been telling me and what I've seen myself is that it's a natural function of the gifts of the Holy Spirit. They come in constantly, and if you'll just get out of the way, you can actually even recognize them. When your stupid ego goes in the back somewhere and you just leave it alone and just observe things for what they are. And you can pick up these great little nuances for no particular reason, and they're just there. They're given to you. It's like a Christmas present every day. So would you agree with that, Kevin? I mean, you're seeing this all the time.
It's the water is like the ultimate therapy device. It kind of makes a lot of things like a moot point at this point. It's like the one variable you have is to control your saturation levels. And if you do not saturate, you're not going to get these experiences. If you want the massive quantum effect, you need to saturate and oversaturate your body. If you're not doing that, that's where you're falling short. Other than that, just go live your life. Do the simple things you need to do to feel better. Your job is to feel happiness and be in a state of bliss. And if you can do that, you're going to have a wonderful life. So the goal is just to be in a state of bliss. These incredibly high energy states that lead to massive manifestation of the goals and dreams you want out of life. And you won't be on the wrong path. You can't be on the wrong path. It's sort of like, you're just locked in to this big play now. And you just follow what unfolds in your life. And you really can't go wrong. You can try a little bit here, but it takes a lot of effort to counteract the path you're on. It's not that difficult. It's not that hard to do, to stay on the path once you're in a high energy state.
Yeah, you don't try to make it happen. You just let it happen, okay? If you're going to expend any energy at all, look for your blessings, okay? Just look for your blessings. Just spend your time looking for cool things that are happening to you, and not trying to make some stupid thing happen that you think is the greatest thing in the world when something 10 times better is right there next to you, and you're so myopic you can't see it. So if you're going to expend energy, just expend energy in gratitude, sitting there, relaxing, just observing the passing blessings that are coming to you every single day and every single second. I know that sounds really weird, but the fact of the matter is it's the only thing that really works. The higher state of love and gratitude you have, the more likely you are to be able to move intuitionally and actually see the blessings that are being given to you all the time.
And the way to get there is to saturate your body with the water. I know it sounds really dumb. You don't have to work for it. You just need to follow a few simple steps.
The one thing that Kevin and I did instinctually, for no particular reason, okay, both of us, when we saw the stuff worked, Okay? When I first saw the stuff was working, I called Kevin. I said, hey, there's something going on here. I think I just did this new machine. And this thing looks pretty good, but I need to have you. Well, yeah. But Kevin waited about a week, maybe a week and a half, whatever the heck it was. And then he said, this stuff works. And all of a sudden, Kevin's the kind of guy that likes to push it as much as he can. So he starts saturating himself. I'd been saturating myself. And we both saw the same thing. So when we talk with each other daily, I say, Kevin, did you see this? Yeah, did you see this? And we're both agreeing that this is what we're seeing, you guys. Okay, this is absolutely what Kevin and I, both of us are very sensitive to this stuff. And when I tell you that you aren't getting anything out of this except more help, I would say, by not saturating. The saturating is everything. Please put it in your mind to saturate this stuff. Now, along with that, here's something else you might try. And I found that this worked very well. This was another idea that I got from Kiyoshi sideways. Kiyoshi's a client from Hawaii. And he told me that it was too strong, so naturally I'm going to jump right in and try it. And what he did, well, you have to, really. You just go ahead and fry yourself, and then you don't do it again. Everything's fine. But anyway, this one worked very nicely. Along with the labels, which I put in my shoes all the time. I will not go out of the house without labels in my shoes. And the way I do them is I laminate them. I put them underneath the pad in the shoe so that it doesn't tear the lamination up. And I walk around all day with the symbols in my shoes. Your legs feel really great, and it's really a wonderful experience. So he tells me, he says, I tried to put my name in the shoes, and it was just too much for me. And I thought, perfect. So I immediately went over and put my name in my shoes, and the energy power, the power of the thing improved at least 100%, and possibly a lot more than that. In fact, let me muscle test. About 300%, just with your name in the shoe. Okay, along with the label. Don't put the name across the label. Make it separate from the label. Just put them in two separate places, and everything is fine. The usefulness of this stuff is unlimited.
Now, this is, of course, for the people on the water program. So
yes, of course.
Yeah.
If you're not on the water program, forget it. Yeah.
I think people that there's some people on the call that don't understand what the water program is.
That's a good point, Kevin.
Yeah.
If you're not on the water program, don't bother. Just don't bother.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen. But if you are on the water program, you're not giving yourself the very best by not putting your name in your shoes as well. Maybe even in your billfold, someplace in your billfold. Any place where you can pick up the physical effects of the water. Now, as you know, the label is based on the distance energy machine. That's the etheric one. And yes, it's very good for positive thinking and eliminating negativity. The other one, your name, is highly energizing. And, of course, since your body is 70-75% water, it's producing this highly energized liquid crystal in your body at a very, very refined and energized level.
Now, your name is the link that we use on the water program. So when you sign up, we put your name on Bill's machine, and then you, on the other side, as a receiver of the person, you write your name on a piece of paper, and then you can attach it to water bottles, throw it in the tub, put it on the symbol cards, and wear it in your shoes. And so that's sort of how the water program works. Is you're getting radionically treated from a distance, and then you're able to charge all forms of liquid and even food, anything water-based can be charged. And also, like, I've even experimented with cleaning fluids and bleach and stuff like that, and it literally will wipe away any sort of grime, like, really easily. So there's endless applications for these things. And if you really want to see a physical manifestation, you put the link code on a bottle of bleach and then try to scrub your grimiest pot and see how easy it comes off. It's real simple.
Yeah, but what happens, of course, is the water molecules are highly excited. So therefore, because of that, the chemical reactions are enhanced significantly. That's basically what's happening. You're getting water molecules that are actually much more highly, it's almost like a quasi-gaseous state. It's still in a liquid form. But I've seen this happen on a number of occasions. You can take a glass of water, energize it with your name underneath it, and you can see the water move. So it's in definitely a more highly energized state. And that's bound to have a more, in other words, all the stuff that Kevin's talking about, all the bleaches and all that stuff are primarily water. They're water-based